Hey guys, it's Sim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. As we're here on a Tuesday yet again to talk Smackdown Live. Got Nick with me. Nick, what's going on?
What is going on? But, boys! Welcome to the Smackdown Live recap here for September 11th, 2018. If you guys do... Yeah, Luke, I'm Arm Week, bud. Are you supposed to be someone special? Yeah,
Arm Week is Nick.
Yeah. People don't know that. If you guys do want to text into the show to give your thoughts and reactions to it, you can always text in at 510-906-1341. That's 510-906-1341. Taking a look at the chat, we've got WWE Omar 21. We've got Woken King Slender, Sean Cook, Kyle Watson. I knew a kid named Kyle Watson in middle school. Molly Sheeran, Sean Cook, Luke Troller, and many, many more. Colby Duran. SmackDown Live tonight was...
Okay. Could have been better for a go-home show.
It was fine. Like, I don't... they can't, much like Primus always said, they can't all be zingers.
Yeah, but they also had a bad go-home show last night for Raw as well. So... let's just...
yeah, I'm not muted tonight, folks. The show's really happening.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so SmackDown Live kicks off, and they started with an 11-bell salute for 9/11.
As you do.
Jeff Hardy then came out and talked about his match this coming Sunday with Randy Orton, and then how he had some unfinished business tonight with Shinsuke Nakamura. He promises to unleash hell on Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell, but first, he's going to take on a recent enemy. So Hardy had the early advantage in this match as they fought around ringside. Hardy hit a clothesline jumping off the steps onto Nakamura against the barricade. Nakamura then took over and slowed the pace down. Hardy tried to fight back. Nakamura rocked him with a series of knee strikes. Hardy did make a comeback, hit a sling blade, followed that up with a whisper in the wind. Nakamura regained control after kicking Hardy off the apron, and Hardy crashed onto the barricade. Goes through a commercial break, and when we come back from the commercial, Hardy was back in control and scored a near fall. Nakamura then hit a running knee on the apron and set up for the Kinshasa. Hardy reversed and ended up hitting a twist of fate. Hardy would then climb up to the top rope to attempt a swanton, but Randy Orton would come in and shove him off, causing the disqualification.
The Viper put the kibosh on Orton's operation. I think that's fine. I mean, one thing that it achieved was it kept the story moving.
Mm-hmm.
These two guys don't like each other. They're fighting this Sunday. They'll hash it out.
So Orton then gave Hardy another vicious beatdown. Hardy would then grab a chair, though, and attack Orton with it. Well, Orton grabbed the chair first, actually. My bad. Orton grabbed the chair first. Hardy got it after he reversed an attempted RKO and then used the chair to beat down Randy Orton. He beat Randy Orton down, hit him with the twist of fate, swanton bomb, and there we go. Backstage, The Miz and Maurice...
Let me ask you something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When people grab a chair,
Uh-huh.
do you secretly wish... I kind of hope he gives him a headshot.
Nah.
Do you ever think, like, ooh, that could be cool?
Not really.
Not anymore?
No.
I think I'm over it now, but I don't like seeing the same, like, midsection back. Like, that's just kind of like, change it up a little bit. Get them in the legs. Put their arm inside the chair.
You
like
know who used to do a stiff chair shot to the head?
Brock.
Huh?
No, Hardy. Remember when it was either Matt or Jeff gave the chair shot to Brock?
Oh,
I think
that was Matt, but The Rock.
Yeah, he would give some
He swung one at the face of Ken
town.
Shamrock. I thought he was going to take Shamrock's face off.
I miss Ken Shamrock all the time.
So, backstage, they were interviewing Miz and Maurice, and I think it's Kayla Braxton now does the backstage interviewing on SmackDown since, I guess, Dasha Fuentes had to have knee surgery or something, and Renee Young is a commentator on Raw, so you don't want her to be commentary on Raw, and then a backstage interviewer on SmackDown kind of diminishes her role on Raw a little bit, at least to me.
A little bit.
So you got Kayla Braxton, who is the NXT ring announcer, and she also did the ring announcing for the Mae Young Classic. So she says, my guest, Miz and Maurice, and Miz is like, whoa. My wife is the one in the main event tonight. This is about her. Address her first. So So Maurice,
I like that.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that was a little bit of like a, hey man, this isn't about me. I like that a little bit.
So Maurice noted that it took Daniel Bryan 3 years to come back, and it took her 5 months to come back from birth. Miz pointed out that Brie Bella had to return to make money for the family. Miz promised that Maurice will win tonight, and they'll win at Hell in a Cell. Funny thing about that, the wife had to return to make money, because Joe made a joke about that to Renee Young when they announced her as the full-time commentator on Raw. Did you see his tweet?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was funny.
He was like, oh, now you got to take a higher position to make more money for your family.
I'm going to look at the
Go for
chat
it.
real quick, just kind of talk to people. Katie Jar, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. It's probably not even real. Take a drink every time Nick plans to swear tonight. I'm not going to swear. Joke's on you. Charles Watson, why can't anyone see this? I don't know. I'm blind, technically. Alex Rodriguez says he's extremely underrated.
Extremely who?
I don't know. I don't know. Steven just said, am I the only one who just went back and rewatched The Rock's chair shots? Travis Ray Balls Mahoney gave some rough chair shots.
Oh, yeah.
It was freaking rough. So, yeah, I caught it there. Let's continue on with SmackDown.
So they're doing, this is the second time they've done this in the last couple of weeks, where they have superstars come to the building when it's empty and cut a promo. They did it with Miz and Maurice. What was it, last week? Yeah, it was last week. And they did it tonight with AJ. So AJ's mic'd up. He's sitting on the ring steps, leaned up against the turnbuckle, and he's cutting a promo on Joe. Kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't you put him in front of the live crowd? Unless, I think I might know why.
To me, it gives a lot more of like a sincere feeling, like a creepy,
Omnimus. We both can't say it. Fuck it.
A CM enemy, a very like
ominous,
real setting, ominous feeling. Like oh my god, he came out, no one was there, and he was.
Here's my thinking of it from a keep butts in seats standpoint. People leave during 205 Live. But if you say the only way you can see AJ Styles in the ring tonight at all is if you stay till after 205 Live in a dark match.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
So AJ Styles did a promo addressing Samoa Joe. He mentioned how he's known Joe for 20 years, that Joe also has a family, but he's not the kind of man that would bring up another man's family because he has respect. Styles said that he would never mess with another person's family, and Joe has several different strengths, but when the bell rings, nobody is better than Styles. He goes on to say, show Joe how phenomenal he will be. He says that Joe, this is the house that AJ Styles built. It is not for rent, and it is for sure not for sale. So backstage, Charlotte Flair is being interviewed in... Huh?
Real quick.
Go.
Thanks, Brandon Glover. Hi, I love your channel.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude. I love you.
So...
I didn't mean to cut you off. One more thing.
Go.
Michael Stanberry says, Nick and Tim, what's your predictions for each match on Sunday? Are we doing a live prediction?
Yeah, one day before the pay-per-view.
So that's Saturday?
Either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
Okay. I'm not doing anything Friday. I'm off the whole day Friday.
Okay, we can do a Friday morning.
Saturday, I work 11 to 3.
I've got Friday from morning till 1. We'll figure it out.
We'll talk about it after. I like giving them a little backstage sneak of what it's like.
All right, so backstage in gorilla position, Charlotte Flair was being interviewed. She interviewed about her match tonight with Sonya Deville. She basically said, I thrive on competition. Becky, she just wants to take her shots at me and then get her match at Sunday. But as Becky likes to say, I don't give people opportunities. Well, I'm giving Sonya Deville an opportunity tonight because I want the competition to get me ready for Sunday. She said that she hopes Becky is watching and sees what she will do to her at Hell in a Cell. So we have SmackDown Live Women's Champion Charlotte Flair against Sonya Deville in a non-title match. They did some mat wrestling early and traded pinfall attempts. Deville hit a knee for a near fall. Rose tried to distract Flair, but she nailed Deville with a kick. Flair then attempted a moonsault, but Deville got her knees up. Deville hit a spine buster for a 2 count. Sonya Deville then caught Flair in a triangle, but Flair stood up. Now, this was a little weird. So, Charlotte Flair, it's the whole, you've got me in a triangle, well, I'm going to use my power to stand up, herk you up, And I don't know if she was supposed to bounce her off the ropes, spin around, and then do a sit-out powerbomb, or if she slipped, bounced her off the ropes, spun around, and did the sit-out powerbomb. It was a little weird. Because she didn't, like, bounce her off the top rope.
Uncomfortable.
She, like, bounced her off, like, the sides of the ropes. And then she, like, got her back up, caught her, like, footing, and then powerbombed her down. So it did look a little weird. But she saved it in the end where it looked cool in the end.
Yeah.
So with that, she then went for she didn't get the pin after the powerbomb spot. So she then went for a figure 8, and Sonya tapped within like 10 seconds. So after the match,
I really, really like Sonya Deville.
Yeah. Have you seen her and Mandy Rose's YouTube series?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess they gave it a new name. It's Demandy's Donuts. For anybody that doesn't know.
Hold on. These nuts.
Good Lord.
Got it!
So for everybody that doesn't know, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose have a YouTube show where every Tuesday, whatever city they are in for Smackdown, they go to a local donut shop and taste test a normal, simply glazed donut, and they're trying to see which cities around, I guess, the country and anywhere else they go has the best glazed donuts. Kind of cool, interesting.
Let me tell you, I do that, but with pizza places, and you just get a plain cheese pizza, because that's the base of every single pizza.
True.
So if you go to like any restaurant and you get their cheese pizza, you can get a good understanding of what the rest of the pizzas are gonna take. What's your favorite kind of pizza, real quick?
Pepperoni and sausage.
What's your favorite kind of donut?
Oh, I don't even know.
Where did you take?
Probably a glazed bar. Oh, the place I took you? Fantasy Donuts?
Yeah, the place you took me, and yeah.
Fantasy Donuts. That place is great.
That place was good, but it was just a little stale. Like the one I got specific, because it was cereal.
Oh, probably, yeah.
They had the cereal on it, so it was sitting out.
But theirs is easy, the donuts one, because A, donuts are cheap, and B, they can do the whole thing in their car. You can't eat a pizza in your car that easily.
Yeah, you can if you try hard enough.
I guess. All right, so after the match, we had Charlotte Flair high-fiving the crowd.
I love this spot
and
so much.
as she's high-fiving the crowd, she gets attacked by somebody, and Tom Phillips, like, everybody knows who this is, but you have Tom Phillips who goes, "Oh my God, someone of the WWE Universe just hit Charlotte Flair."
I love it. I love Tom Phillips knowing damn well that we all know it's Becky, but he's like, "I'm doing my job." I love it.
So Becky's wearing glasses and a black wig, and you hear Tom Phillips, and as soon as he says, "Someone from the WWE Universe just attacked Charlotte Flair," and he then goes, "Wait, no, that's Becky Lynch."
I love it. Tom Phillips will give you the best calls and fuck your face. I love it. That wasn't a cuss word. That's what he said he was gonna do to that woman. It doesn't count as me cussing. Does it count as me cussing if I'm reiterating something?
No.
There you go. I didn't cuss.
All right,
Ooh, Michael Stanbury says barbecue, pepperoni, and sausage.
For people asking for it, I put a link to the Mandy Rose Sonya Deville donut deal, their newest episode. I put it in the chat.
Nuts.
I'll put it in the description as well. So,
I dig it.
Going forward, so Becky jumps the barricade, attacks Charlotte Flair, leaves her laying on the ring. What am I talking about? Leaves her laying on the ramp.
Yeah, on the ring floor.
And she walks off, looking all badass, and Charlotte's, I guess, crying?
I don't know. It was weird.
So, I like Alexa Bliss, how she went on Twitter and was like, this attitude change for Becky Lynch was way too far off. Like, she should have done this way sooner.
Yeah, no, this Becky heel should have been born long ago. But I guess, like the old saying, better late than never.
Exactly.
Better late than never. They finally gave her the chance to do it. And I wonder if they were worried about her. Maybe like, I don't know if you can do this, man. And she said, "You know what? I can do it. I will do it. Watch me." And she is truly excited me with her heel stuff. Her promos have been very good. I wonder if in matches her style is going to be different. I wonder if it's going to be a lot more like ground and pound, like I'm gonna kick your butt, or is it gonna be a lot of like mat based, like submission style, and like, she's not gonna do the get hulked up and the straight fire thing. She's gonna come out of the gate with that straight fire.
Right.
And I love that. I love this side of Becky. It's very good. I was baffled that it took this long. I'm more confused than Elon Musk smoking a joint on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Do you hear that because of that, stock for Tesla went down 10%?
Yeah, could you imagine like a grown adult making his own decisions?
The funniest thing about it is when he was like, "Can I get a hit of that?" And Joe Rogan goes, "You sure you sure about this? You don't have any investors you need to worry about?" Well, apparently he did.
That man is his own investor. He's so fascinating.
Anyways,
so
Samoa Joe. This is freaking great.
Before we get to Samoa Joe, when is SmackDown 1000?
23rd?
Okay, cool. Because I don't want this forever, but I wouldn't mind it just for the night.
Huh.
God, I want Taz.
Michael Cole and Taz.
Look, Taz was not the best commentator, but he was fun.
He was my child. Michael Cole and Taz were my childhood because I used to watch SmackDown more than Raw as a kid because I was able to watch it on antenna TV in my room and not have to worry about being in the living room to watch cable on Mondays.
I prefer Taz over Coach, but I just worry that it's going to be the Coach effect where Taz isn't going to be what we thought he was before.
No, Taz is still good. I mean, have you listened to Taz's radio show? He's still good.
I listen to it all the time. I love his show. You know whose commentary has never changed in the last like 25 years?
What?
Jerry Lawler. He's always been the same. I love Jerry Lawler. I'm fine with his commentary. But let's continue on with just one of the greatest promos.
Oh, dropped my phone.
Good Lord.
Anyway, sorry about that. So Joe, this was amazing. They had a storybook made. I want this book. WWE, how can I obtain this book? As long as you don't put it on the WWE shop for $30-$40 like they normally overprice things.
You don't think they'd put on the shop, dude?
Send me a copy and I'll review it on our channel. Anyways, so Samoa Joe's got a storybook. He's reading it. It's called Night Night AJ.
Good night.
He recapped their feud, their SummerSlam match. Joe in the story is the babyface, the hero. It includes references to Styles' family, Wendy, Little Annie, and at the end, it's got a picture of Wendy holding Annie and Samoa Joe standing next to them with the WWE Championship over his shoulder.
I love it.
Joe said that he would be the champion and he would be daddy. This is amazing.
I genuinely love it.
And for
everything they're doing, this is great.
For them to go the lengths to actually, like, when you first see it and you see like the art drawn style of the overlay on the video, you're like, oh, that's cute. And then you see the actual book, and you're like, oh no, that's badass. They went the lengths to make the book.
Yeah.
It's
okay. I don't know. Okay, should I say what my theory was that they should do, but they probably won't?
Yeah, go for it. I like your theory.
Is it not too far?
No. Do it.
So I think one really cool thing to do if the plan for this feud is to not end after Hell in a Cell.
I'm just gonna say, sorry to cut you off really fast. If this was AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and TNA, they definitely do this angle.
So what I really like the idea of, and I came up with this and I texted this to Tim earlier. The next match is an I Quit match, and not just any I Quit match. In this I Quit match, towards the end of it, they go through, they beat the crap out of each other, and towards the end of it, Joe goes into the crowd with a microphone. AJ's in the ring. And he either grabs a hold of Wendy or he grabs a hold of maybe not the baby, but maybe one of the older kids, like stands next to him and has his arm around him. And he says, AJ, you either quit or I hurt your family. And the commentators can play up, what does this mean? Does AJ care more about this belt or his family? It would bring a whole new level of holy balls to the story.
Drama.
It would only make the badassness of Samoa Joe 10 times more. It would make AJ look like a huge babyface for the SmackDown roster. It would be just a great storytelling technique to have that happen. It would be great. I think it would be perfect.
You know what else this would do with Joe? What does WWE love? He get heat on the heel.
Exactly.
It gets so much heel heat on Joe.
This would get X-Pac levels of heat.
Oh, yeah.
People would be, they'd be saying,
You know
oh
what
my
this
God,
would
he's
be?
going to kill his son.
This would be like when Eddie took Dominic, was like, Dominic's my son.
Yes. I love it.
And like Dominic was trying to run back to Ray, and Eddie was like, no, you're my son, come back.
I love it. Alex,
just,
I know. But I think
as long as you don't go too far and have him actually like kidnap the kid.
Yeah, you can't kidnap him. You can't actually hurt the kid. Or even if they want AJ to win that match,
because you can tease him taking the
kid
and like taking him by the arm and walking him towards like the backstage area kind of deal. Like if you're not gonna quit, I'm just gonna leave with your son. And so finally, right before they get to the back, AJ's just like, stop! I quit. You can,
Or even better, which would also work really, really well and be really, really funny, is they get there and AJ still hasn't quit yet, or he's walking back to the parking lot, and the kid just like kicked Joe in the wiener.
No, like, AJ would have to quit rather quickly, or he would look like the biggest dick of a dad.
Screw my son, I have the gold. I don't need kids, I have money.
I need my house, not my kid, because this is the house that AJ Styles built.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Because if he lets Joe hold on to his son for any more than like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, then he's just like, are you really got to think about it?
Come on, Bob. What are you thinking about, AJ?
Like, you really got to think about it? What's the number for CPS?
Oh, that'd be so good. I'd love it. Oh, let's continue on with all SmackDown. So that was just my 2 cents. I think that'd be good.
All right. So then backstage, Becky Lynch is walking. I guess you could say she was getting ready to leave or something. I don't know. She's just looking all smug and badass, walking through the backstage area. And Charlie Caruso comes up. She was just like, what was that? You attacked her. And she was like,
Travis Ray said, take one for the team.
So,
like you're just talking to this kid like, you'll be fine, AJ. Samoa Joe's a cool guy.
I'm your new daddy.
To screw you, I have 3 other kids.
So,
I got 2 more of you. I'm not worried.
Anyways.
You guys are evil people.
Becky was asked what that was all about, her attacking Charlotte. She said that was her keeping her promise. And then it's on Sunday, she's going to go above and beyond and break Charlotte's arm to win the title. Mm-hmm. With a disarm her.
So then, her theme's two-face.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on how long they want to keep her.
They have to change that up just like frickin' they did with Shinsuke. Mm-hmm. So then, we have a number 1 contenders match. Rusev Day with Lana taking on The Bar. The New Day were at commentary. Big E the whole time was mixing pancake batter. And
I love it.
Tom Phillips goes, Big E's over there mixing up the things you... what did he say? He said, Big E is over there making pancakes with the stuff you use to make pancakes. And Corey Graves goes, Phillips, what else would you use in the stuff you use to make pancakes? Like, wow. There you go.
I wonder if that was scripted or Corey Graves.
No, it did not sound scripted. Like, it was more like... Corey Graves was more like, are you a fucking... Sorry for my language, dummy?
Yeah.
He's like, we've got a New Day joining us over here with their own commentary table. Big E's over there Big E's over there making pancakes with the things you use to make pancakes. And Corey Graves, not even thinking, just goes, well, Phillips, what else would you use to make pancakes?
Oh, jeez.
So, before the match started, they did this weird thing where Kofi was dressed up as Kramer Kingsman, a backstage interviewer, and he was like creeping on the bar. And he was just like, we got the bar here, and they're going to challenge Rusev Day for the Smackdown Live Tag Team Championship number 1 contendership. Who is going to come out and challenge the New Day at Hell in a Cell for the title? And I'm like, what the heck? And then the bar just walked away.
I got a great idea.
And so then they go back to
commercial.
They go back to ringside, and they were like, "Oh my God, Kramer on the beat, got the great scoops. He's so good." I'm like, hopefully this doesn't stay too long. So early on, Bar was firmly in control. They isolated Rusev and cut him off for Made in English. Rusev then gave English Rusev then gave English a backdrop to the floor, throwing him onto Sheamus and Cesaro. The Bar then regained control, isolating English. Sheamus missed a charge to the corner, and Rusev got the hot tag. Rusev locked on the accolade on Sheamus, but Cesaro made the save. The Bar then hit a double DDT for a close near fall. Sheamus attempted to go for a brogue kick, but Aiden English then pushed Rusev out of the way and took the brogue kick himself. This then led Rusev to hit a Machka kick on Sheamus and pin him to get the #1 contendership for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. This was a very surprised finish to me, at least. I was surprised.
I like it. It's and I say this a lot when I talk about wrestling. It's fresh and it's new and it's something you didn't expect.
Right.
So why not, man? What's the worst thing that could happen? They win. That's cool. New Day really doesn't need the belts.
So, and it was funny because afterwards they were like, what will prevail at Hell in a Cell? Rusev Day or New Day?
The battle of the day.
So we then had Andrade Cien Almas taking on R-Truth. I think Carmella's a babyface now, and she's second week in a row came out dancing with R-Truth and singing along. What's up? What's up? So I don't know if that's a babyface turn or if it's just a kind of only for the mixed match challenge, and then as soon as mixed match challenge is over, she's a heel again. I don't know.
Who knows?
Almost attacked Truth before the bell rang, and Truth fought back with the Hurricane Rana. They really played up how Truth has been looking good in his matches recently. Almost hit a series of backflips into a Pele kick for a near fall. Truth attempted an axe kick, but almost countered out of it. Almost then hung on to the ropes and posed. Vega then mimicked on the apron underneath him. Carmella pulled Vega off the apron. Truth was distracted and almost rolled him up with a handful of tights for the victory. Carmella
did a crazy handspring move. I love it.
Yeah, it was that multiple handsprings into a Pele kick.
It looked neat.
So then backstage, you got Kayla Braxton, and she's like, my next guest made her big return last week, helping out Naomi. It's Asuka. Asuka, why did you come and save Naomi last week from the Iconics? And before Asuka can say anything, she was interrupted by Naomi. Naomi said something along the lines of Asuka came to my aid because she knows how to feel the glow. And Asuka goes, okay, I'll leave. Oh, bye. You say go. And Naomi's like, no. I didn't say go. I said feel the glow.
I hate it.
And then Asuka spoke in Japanese, and Naomi goes, I thought she said teriyaki. Wow, way to bury Asuka for not being able to speak proper English.
I don't know. They gotta get Asuka back to the badass she was, man. I'm starting to get
bored with it.
Not bored.
You think they turn her? You think they should turn her heel?
You think it would help? Turn her heel. You have to turn her heel. Yeah, Travis Ray. I watched it in class. I kind of teared up a little bit.
Oh yeah, the thing with Lillian Garcia.
No, with Vega.
No, on the Lillian podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Teared up a little bit in class. Didn't know that at all.
She's also technically the one that broke the news of The Rock's daughter training at the PC.
Yeah.
She broke the news, and then PW Promotion Sheet confirmed it.
PWU Insider?
I didn't say you.
You said PWU Insider.
Anyways. So, Nick over here dying. So, Maurice versus Brie Bella.
Oh,
it wasn't anything what I didn't expect. I expected a lot of just bull honky spit, bull crud.
Not good. No bueno.
No. So, basically, Maurice kept stalling at the beginning of the match. She ran out of the ring, so Brie Bella got on the mic and says, "Oh, Maurice, you're a coward, just like your husband, The Miz." So Miz got on the mic, all upset. "You don't call my wife a coward." And the funny thing here is when Maurice came down to the ring, Tom Phillips was like, "Maurice is a former 2-time women's champion." You know, they don't want to say diva. But then Miz gets on the mic. He goes, my wife's a 2-time former Divas champion. She's the longest reigning Divas champion, and she's better than you. I'm like, well, so much for them not wanting to say Diva.
Yeah, seriously.
So he was just like, my wife gave birth less than 5 months ago, and she's already back here to take you on, and we're going to face you guys at Hell in a Cell. She doesn't need to do this. Let's leave. So they go to try to leave, and Maurice gets attacked from behind, technically, by Brie Bella. Corey Graves plays that up, saying, look, Maurice was trying to leave. She wasn't wanting any Brie Bella, and Brie Bella attacked her from behind. Brie could have just took the count-out victory and left all bygones alone. I guess so.
Yeah. I'm just kind of leaving the same.
Brie Bella tried to she attempted the yes lock, which she did eventually get in, and the Miz pulled her out of the ring. This caused the disqualification. Daniel Bryan then attacked the Miz at ringside. He snapped, attacked him. They fought it off, and Bryan accidentally fell out of the ring onto Brie at one point. Bryan was trying to check on his wife. He made it look like, I was just checking on her. And then Miz jumped Bryan from behind, threw him into the ring steps. Brie Bella then fought back and threatened to punch Miz in the face. Maurice then attempted a DDT, but Brie Bella countered it. Miz pulled Bella off, and Bryan attacked Miz yet again. Bryan attempted to punch the Miz in the face, and then he backed off. Miz turned around, and Brie punched him in the face instead as SmackDown went off the air. And they kept playing up, all this man-on-woman confrontation tonight. That's not going to be legal in the mixed tag team match at Hell in a Cell when men can only face men and women can only face women.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm unexcited for that match.
Yeah.
It's weird to me that your main event segment isn't your title match, but it's a mixed tag match.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The main event of Hell in a Cell is going to be Roman Strowman.
Right,
but I get what you're saying. They're pushing
your world title.
Right. The SmackDown main title. They're pushing the Miz Daniel Bryan thing bigger. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess.
So.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is your SmackDown Live recap for September 11th, 2018. You can follow me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. Follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited. Facebook at Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. Right here on YouTube. Check out our friends over at Fightful, Fightful.com, or at Fightful Online on Twitter. Tim, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at TimmyBuddy. And Colby Duran, no. I don't think he's going to win the title at SmackDown 1000. Is SmackDown 1000 before or after Australia?
Here, let me tell you why I think he's going to win.
Well, I think he's going to win the title, but I don't know if it's on SmackDown 1000.
I got a feeling it's at SmackDown 1000.
Hold on, let me double check when SmackDown 1000 is.
Go for it, though. I'll tell you why. Also join the Discord, guys. I'll put the Discord in here.
SmackDown 1000 is 100. 1000. SmackDown 1000 is on August 28th. He will not win. He will not have his number one contender match until October 6th. So he can't win the title at SmackDown 1000.
So let me tell you why.
Why what?
Raw 1000 won the IC belt.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown 900th Live won the IC belt. Raw 25 won the IC belt. SmackDown 1000.
But he's doing a number one contender match like a week and a half later against Daniel Bryan in Australia for a shot at the WWE Championship.
Then that could change to, yeah.
So he can't win the title at SmackDown 1000. But I do see him winning the title and then Daniel Bryan possibly winning the Royal Rumble, and you get Miz Daniel Bryan for the title at Mania, which would cap off the storyline. It would be great.
Which we can go more into depth on tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the Wednesday podcast tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, I think so. 7. Same time.
Same time, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening, folks. See you later.
Good night.